Okay, Assalamualaikum guys. Welcome back. Okay, so kita nak recap balik apa yang jadi last week. Nak recap
Recap lah, kita tamu istimewa kita.
Betul.
Tak intro ni.
So, we have
Kita relax Tahu lah you kalah.
berat hati nak cakap we have Azril, right? And Dom for the Newcastle
Tsunami Malaysia.
Tsunami Malaysia.
Okay, so mulakan.
So let's recap what happened last week. Well, let's go with the game yang tak best sangat lah.
Okay.
Fulham and Man United menang tipis as what we predicted last week.
Betul?
Menang tipis.
Yeah, very tipis.
So what do you guys think of the game?
Lucky win. It's unfortunate for us because we're hoping MU and Chelsea get kept down because they will improve our chances. So the win wasn't good for us, but it's good for them.
Scrappy win and
Yeah,
then
scrappy win.
it took more than 5 mistakes by Fulham for Man U to score from Bruno Guimarães lah.
Bruno Fernandes. Dia saja.
Bruno yang salah tu. But anyway, so win is a win. So MU fans should be happy for that lah, because scrappy wins, you know, that's the Liverpool under Benitez, right?
Yeah, betul.
Fun. Scrappy.
Yeah, I mean, I watched. I was thinking they were gonna draw. Actually, I came down. I didn't bother watching first half. I know I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna lose. But then I was watching towards the end. Then Bruno scored. He scored a winning Champions League goal and that. But okay lah.
They did it. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
they
you
did
have
it.
scrappy wins to start. Who knows?
Yeah,
Rolling for them to have
Yeah.
a
Do you
good.
guys think it's the revival of Ten Hag, or is it like still papering the cracks?
No, because the problem is bigger than Ten Hag. The problem is the Glaziers. The problem is the organisation.
The players also
management.
the players also have to take some blame of it. So they have to get the house in order first.
It's like setiap minggu kalau kita cakap pasal MU jadi macam broken record lah. So
It is what it is lah.
kita teruskan je lah.
I mean, we actually know better than most lah about a house that's not in order.
Yeah.
You guys have the most experience in that. City winning convincingly 6-1 against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They're not talking. The two things the talking point, one is Jeremy Doku who have 4 assists and 1 goal, and also another thing is that Haaland did not score.
Yeah.
And then was substitute in the halftime, which I think a lot of people are playing fantasy football league are furious about that. But then
Aku letak captain minggu hancur.
Yeah, I think that's the only comment for the City win. No one cares that they beat Bournemouth 6-1.
Yeah.
But everyone who had fantasy football cares.
Yes.
So there's literally Alvarez.
But then
and
again, Pep is always Pep lah kan.
Yeah.
So the way they
But
manage the
you
team.
guys are surprised they can hammer 6 without Haaland?
But basically, they have, again, they're using the previous money to buy players and whatever it is. Even Jeremy Doku, you know that Grealish will be playing in the Champions League midweek, right? So that's why Jeremy Doku got started.
City has 24 first team players. That's the reality.
Wow.
They
They
got
can
24
change
first team
anytime,
players,
they
yes.
can play. That's the ultimate goal from Newcastle itself.
Yes.
If you can have that kind of squad, who can, when you change, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the
Ready-made
same
instant.
standard.
I mean,
Then we are there, but now we are not.
you need someone to sit on your bench, you pay 100 million pounds. Literally. So that's brilliant. It works. That's why Pep is very powerful right now. His position is very solid.
That's why Pep doesn't look like he wants to go also.
He's very comfortable lah.
But maybe that's a different discussion, I think.
True.
Because I think he's won everything already.
Yeah. Sure.
So let's see how.
Okay.
But the plan is that to catch up Man City like this season. Every team have to catch him. Although it's still not yet in the bullet train form, right?
Yeah.
When you start winning 12, 13 wins in a trot. So we will see.
Just one question on City. So do you guys, since you guys have good backing financially, do you guys envision yourself to be a City one day?
I think everyone does lah, right? But the idea is spending the money well, right? Everyone wants to be City. Everyone wants to be PSG, overspending on. Sorry. This is a. I got many controversial points lah, but City spent well. They bought well.
True.
Okay, and then Pep is managing the players well. So I think it's not bad to be a City. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong. If we are a City tomorrow, it's no harm.
Even though they have 116 charges of financial irregularity.
But oddly enough, that happened way before FFP. So I don't know how they're going to prove it. But once again, that's another discussion because it's a bit sticky.
We're gonna drag that one. Don't talk that lah.
Buka benda lain ni.
Yesterday's game, Luton drawing 1-1 with Liverpool. That's the surprise of the week lah for me. Gila
You know
lah.
when
But I think they're supposed to win it comfortably, if not because of Darwin Núñez unable to score
Betul.
1-on-1, and then of
Betul.
course the tap in
Oh, miss of the
under
season.
of course Núñez will always be a player who have a miss of season each season in season out. And then yesterday also, in the 6-yard box he cannot even finish that.
Go online, check out just when Liverpool just bought Núñez, right? Check out what the Uruguayan media was saying about him. And then over the season, you can see that some truth in it. I'm not going to repeat it, right? But you check about the criticism that was levied against Núñez by the Uruguayan media, okay, when Liverpool bought him. There were some videos on YouTube about him not being good enough.
Yeah.
Check it out. And you will see that there may be some truth. He's like one guy is like
I think you need around 8-7 chances to get one goal, something like that.
it's like
it's not cynical lah.
once again, I'm no expert lah, right? But it's reported that he's like 1 out of 5 times he's unplayable, but the other 4 times he does nothing. So, but once again, if you're a Liverpool fan, maybe Klopp made it see something we don't. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because the European media was placing him in the same level as Haaland back
No,
then.
no, not even close.
I
Haaland's
think
a monster.
he's, if you ask me, he's similar to Oli Watkins more than to Haaland.
That's actually pretty good. I didn't think about it, but it's actually a pretty good comparison.
I said that when I saw the game, the biggest problem I said with Darwin Núñez is dia terlampau lika. It's like
Yes,
when
I agree.
When,
I agree.
when he
But he can score brilliant goal, but the next time he cannot even finish up the tap in. So
But
there's a
then,
problem.
the thing is when he miss, he doesn't show any frustration. He's like smiling. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with his mindset. It's like as a striker you must be hungry for goals rather than just be up there for just
After the masterclass he pulled off against Newcastle, I was thinking he's gonna shoot on, from.
Yeah.
But sadly,
That's what I said.
Yeah,
He
we
can
thought
be
so
brilliant
as
in
well.
one game and then
We thought so as well. But then again, the masterclass against Newcastle is not really him. I feel it's Klopp. Because Klopp asked him to take advantage of Burns' slowness, but that's a different argument entirely. But anyways, we keep talking about Liverpool. Before you move on to the next game, I just want to mention Luton, okay, played brilliant football.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant counter-attack. They were aggressive. Their breakaway goal was exactly, it's so well played. And then Chong scored.
ex-Man United.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that the evening out of the season, because after the first third of the season goes past, teams started getting settled. Newly promoted teams started getting relaxed and getting used to the pace of the Premier League, and you start seeing proper quality. So to see Luton play like this is very nice because they can do stuff, right?
Sure.
So watch them stabilize, hopefully lah. Same way Forest need few seasons to stabilize.
Yeah, after the third week of the season, everyone was writing Luton off and said this team has no chance. But now look at them, they are like, what, 17th?
So it's once again, it's you have to wait until the first third, right? The
You
first
see how
third,
they survive after the Christmas lah.
Yeah,
Because most people are saying the teen squad, we have a
Yeah.
problem
Yeah.
to handle a lot of games during the Christmas time. So we see how. But again, to be fair to them, they are teams who play with hearts.
Yeah.
So people will have some special feelings toward them lah. So macam ni dia orang, kita nak team yang kejar all the balls, tackle all the situation. So, but then again, teen squad sometimes akan suffer lah. That might be including us, right?
no, definitely, 100% us. We are already thin and we're already suffering. So, like I said lah, we expect a slump soon. See how? But anyways, sorry.
Nottingham Forest 2-0, another surprise result against Aston Villa who were flying. Fun, I start with you lah sebab kau tak masuk Unai kan.
What can I say? Ada lah last week aku predict
Easy win
Aston
kan?
like the easy win against ni. That's Unai for you lah. Dia sekarang
Flop.
Tak ada flop.
Dia bukan flop, dia yo-yo. Yo-yo
it's-
dia, he cannot get that form yang maintaining
Betul.
but kadang-kadang dia brilliant, dia boleh pukul tim besar.
That's the thing.
Kadang-kadang dia hancur.
Boleh
dengan
pukul
Newcastle
tim
first
besar
game
dan
kalah
bila
5-1.
main
But
conference ni kalah.
He's the expert of say jatuh bangun balik. He's the expert for that. He
But that's what you're saying about Emery, but the players he buy is the same. Like Diaby, right? Like got flashes of brilliance, then nothing. Then you don't hear about him. Suddenly he play against him and he this lot, score 1 goal, right? Then next game nothing. So I like Diaby. When we are tight with Diaby, I thought it was a good buy. I think he can work for us.
Rumored to be going to Newcastle, but then he went to Arsenal.
But now he's exactly like what Emery is. It's like hit and miss.
True, it's like Pepe. Hit and miss. And towards the end,
Pepe more of a miss than he hit.
no lah. His stats is better than Anthony and Sancho combined. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just putting out there.
Well, yeah, it's a very surprising result. Oli Watkins, nothing.
Yeah.
After firing,
I was thinking I did a masterclass in FPL because I removed Haaland, all the City players, and then I was thinking, then Haaland tak goal. I was like, okay lah.
Yeah,
Oli Watkins is gonna be the guy now. Disaster class for me. Nothing came out.
You're one of 300,000 people who did the same thing. Really.
triple captain against Luton sama kan?
No. Yeah. And I got nothing out of him.
Yeah. My 3 forwards was actually Wilson, Watkins, Nunes.
Yeah.
So yes.
2-2 lah.
Yes. So as you can see, I'm about to delete my team. Retire permanently.
I had a masterclass last week with Katia.
You can tell minggu depan apa jadi. Okay, that brings us to the best game of the week lah.
Apa?
Newcastle Arsenal dengan hati yang sedih. Newcastle winning 1-0. So we let the Newcastle guys.
Betul.
That's
I
your thoughts on
think
the game.
the game itself boosting and cancelling each other. It's a battle of in the midfield. Memang macam like Bruno versus Jorginho, Bruno versus Declan Rice, Joe Linton versus Kai Havertz. So dia most of the games are played in the middle.
Betul.
In fact, I think Arsenal ada 1 shot on target.
Yeah.
Newcastle has 2 shot on target.
Statistically, 9 and 2 versus 14-1. That means Newcastle had 9 shots, 2 shots on target. Arsenal had 14 shots, 1 shot on target. I was just talking. I've been repeating this a few times, right? When you watch the game objectively, there's a difference between. I'm a statistic guy, so if you look at statistics when you watch the game, you have to make that comparison there, right? You watch the game, it looks like we kept getting hammered in possession, because Arsenal's passing is fluid. Okay, it's so smooth, right? The passing and the ball movement is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and all the players are fast and they're young and they're fit is incredible, right? So the fact that we held up against that was a credit to us, right? But it looks like we kept getting hammered, right? But if you look at statistics, it tells a different story, right? Objectively, because Arsenal didn't have that much possession, 60-40, okay, and they weren't their expected goals.
Yeah,
they weren't so effective.
Yeah.
They had a lot of movement, but they couldn't finish in the final third. So there's been comments that Arteta's rant after that, okay, because of the goal was actually there's a comment like it's an old Mourinho tactic. But by making that rant, then the media focuses on him, but doesn't focus on the fact that Arsenal weren't effective in front of him, right? So I'm being objective about this, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've said this many times. My opinion is, and my friends, our gang, many of them disagree with me. I think we were good for a draw, and I think Arsenal felt that as well.
Yeah.
Right. I felt that if we drew, Arsenal would be upset because losing 2 points in the championship race would be very damaging for Arsenal. So the win was a pure bonus. Everyone can argue how it goes lah, but
I think Dan Burn punya injury was a blessing in disguise.
Maybe,
And
yes.
Trippier to the left.
yes,
And then by doing that, Martinelli got nullified by
Yeah,
you
betul.
know.
just a small comment, right? Because I love this part. I've been studying this ever since the game, right? If you rewatch the game, just for fun, just rewatch the game, right? And if you pay attention to what Newcastle did, second half, the micromanaging of people, moving Trippier left, putting Tino on the right.
Yeah.
I think he shifted Joe Linton to the left to protect Tino.
Yeah.
Okay. He brought in an old man Richie there. Okay. But he made Richie pressure the front. Okay. To press the front, alternating with Gordon, so Gordon won't overrun. There was minor management from the first half to the second half, and I felt that this was a Howe masterclass, because I think
Betul.
there was a lot of man management. If you just watch, the positions kept changing. At one time, I kept wondering like, why is Joe Linton there? Then I realized he moved there. He was told to move there. I saw Richie, I saw Gordon running certain places. They keep exchanging positions, right? All this is to harass them. And Murphy, if Murphy didn't hurt himself again, Murphy could have caused trouble. In his limited touch, he already caused some trouble. Imagine if he was
the goal
fully
also
fit.
come from him when they so-called shot across or whatever, and then the goal, the ball go the other side.
And don't have to talk about Willock, because I think Willock post-injury, I think the fella is really is covering so much ground. Imagine Willock and Gordon, and then a fit Murphy, right? We're actually causing Arsenal trouble, on the break, right?
Yeah.
So that I felt was a brilliant thing from Howe's man management. So winning is just the cherry, right? The goal, you can say 50-50. There are 3 VR checks. I disagree with 1 and 2. I agree with 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think the third one, the foul may have been 50-50. Even the pundits like Neville feel that, look, you're both challenging for the header. You can't just crumple over like a pile of leaves, right? So it's going to be a little bit physical. It doesn't mean you got shoved. Some people feel that, some people disagree, right? They say that it was a shove, it was double-handed. But
I think
Whichever.
Arsenal also fall into Newcastle's hands.
Yeah.
Because I think you punya squad also, you need a big striker lah. You need if I were to shout out, maybe you could find a Ivan Toney type of person,
Betul.
or even if you want a younger Evan Ferguson from Brighton. I think you
But
need
that's
that
gonna
kind of
be
people,
expensive.
because when you bombard all the crosses and all the long balls, it was easily won by our defender,
that's
centre
true.
back, which is Jamal Asar, who has also currently played brilliantly. He stepped up to the plate, and then also we felt okay when we lost Botman, because previously when Botman was injured, we were so
we were afraid. It's like, oh my god, Lascelles is starting. In
But then
centre back,
he
we're
played
terrified.
brilliantly. In fact, our home matches, we have not
We've not
considered anything.
Yeah.
In fact, home matches.
He's been with you
considered
guys
also.
since the championship, right? Lascelles, is it?
Yes.
No, he's our captain long ago.
Yeah, he was the captain.
during Rafa Benitez time.
Yes.
Oh.
So I think in the last summer, he had offers to leave, and he didn't want to leave.
He's still our so-called squad captain, but the team captain is Trippier lah.
Because when Bodman was fit, Trippier played. So Trippier is the second captain, but everyone acknowledges with full respect he's actually the captain, which I think is brilliant. He never played. He set out most games on the bench, but he did it happily. Okay, he was the captain, and if he was playing, he'll always be the captain because that's the respect to him, right? So it's I think it's great spirit lah, which I think sums up the Newcastle spirit.
I think
for the past two
all
seasons.
big teams need more than one captain lah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think zaman Manchester United also
Betul.
they have Brian Watsons and also a few generals, I can say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we need people on the field to bark.
Betul.
And also
Now we got Longstaff. Captain.
Longstaff.
Ah,
Fun?
so we have-
What do you think of the game?
I mean, I agree your point about the captaincy. That cost us the title race, I would say, last season.
The captaincy.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Who was our on-field captain?
Odegaard.
If Odegaard tak ada?
Odegaard tak ada tak?
That's the problem. So that's
Xhaka.
Xhaka. Repeatedly, berapa kali the fans pada...
But he's like the
Yeah.
off-field captain lah.
See, that's wrong. When the squad is too young, you will struggle a lot. But I'll say, speaking about yesterday's game, I'll say that don't know. I don't know why, but I always feel right when this season especially right, Arsenal main time hujan lebat kan, they're just gone. It looks like
Conspiracy theory.
this is my conspiracy. Against Chelsea, one of the worst games, and it was raining heavily, and they just look so poor. But against Newcastle, I would say it's not on Arsenal's side, but I would say Eddie Howe betul-betul ikat especially in their own half. Arsenal, even though they pass so often, but they couldn't penetrate at all. And so I was thinking, I told myself when I saw second half, I said this is gonna be a draw. There's no way Arsenal gonna win it.
No, we didn't do enough. We didn't do anything.
Yeah, and I lost faith, especially when I saw Eddie Howe going on the sideline, and he's shouting to his players, telling him to go left, right. I was like, then Arteta is just there. He's being vocal, but not that vocal. I knew he lost it. He lost the plot. Man. But I would say I disagree with the win by Newcastle. I respectfully disagree.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because-
you don't have to respectfully disagree. That's fair.
I don't think so, because I would say if VAR is already doing 3 checks and it's taking them 10 minutes to 5 minutes to just review it, they should just, if they're not sure, they shouldn't allow it.
I mean, if anyone's familiar with legal stuff, right? Burden of proof. Because the problem is, right now, unless they can find proof of wrongdoing, they have to stick with the
inconclusive
Yeah.
lah.
So if they can't
the
decide
VAR is
that it's out,
inconclusive,
then
and
it has
then
to-
the ref said it was a goal until they have a betul-betul punya decision that straight off what the ref cakap, so it still stands. Because kita pun ada buat, I think I ada baca dan tengok a few interviews also.
Yeah.
Some defenders say it's a foul, some not.
Yeah, but
Ref Dermot Gallagher say, I've seen some ref say it's a foul, some don't. Although Dermot said it's a foul, but then
But Neville said not.
okay.
Neville said
But then back will you say earlier on, just overall the game, the officiating was just bad.
yeah, that one is agree because it's first
right?
the Kai Havertz tackle.
Yeah, that one I believe okay.
It was supposed to be red,
yeah,
and
if
then
it was
because when they started for everything, because when Kai Havertz tackle, Arsenal got only 1 card, but Newcastle got 3
Three
cards.
cards, yes.
How does that happen? Because and then I think I was arguing with an Arsenal guy over the weekend. He said that because you're swarming the
And then after
Yeah,
after
because of
that, Bruno give the siku, the hand, whatever, and then
WWE.
Arsenal was crumbled like a beehive, tau,
Yes.
Yeah.
to the ref, but nobody got the card.
Yeah.
So
Then
that's why I
after
say
after
I
the
think
goal,
ref have a very 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 poor game.
Yeah.
we did. We're not-
And then it's a chain of reaction of
But would
many
you
things.
say Bruno's red card, Bruno's clothesline to the
Shove.
guy's head.
No, I have no idea. I mean, honestly, I was watching the game. I was shouting at the screen because he started punching the Arsenal players early in the game. I was like, I don't want to lose my players so early in
Exactly.
such a tight game. So I was screaming at the screen, right, telling him to stop punching people.
Do you think that's a red?
I think they saw because he literally went like this.
Yeah, right.
So I was like,
Macam ni
it's a
kan?
bit sus lah. It's a bit
It's like
sus.
he went like that.
Macam ni.
No.
No.
Dekat sini.
He did
Around there lah.
Dia dekat
No,
sini.
he did a Muay Thai thing. I can demonstrate.
that's
I don't want to hurt you. No, he literally went like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
And then even there was another incident with Gabriel, so he was like tugging, and then he went like that also.
Yes,
Gitu.
he flipped him. He flipped him. He thought he was doing judo.
Yeah.
He literally
So,
flipped. the
so
ball.
my problem is not with Bruno. My problem is with the officiating. I
That's
mean,
right.
if they had given
Yeah.
Bruno a yellow card early on for that, then Bruno wouldn't dare to do it again.
That's
Because
true.
he's on a yellow already.
I strongly believe he was looking for a yellow card.
But then again,
Really,
ref have very bad,
Yeah. Why not?
very bad game.
He'll miss the game against Bournemouth, but
And
you
then
play
he
against
gets-
Chelsea at home
Oh, that's why he was going very
because he
aggressive.
only got 4 cards already.
One more to complete the set.
Yeah, he complete the
Complete the set.
set. He'll skip next turn, and we got a Pit Willock. We are okay for Bournemouth, right? Then he'll come back against Chelsea, and he'll still play against Dortmund. So I think it's a. I
Win-win
believe
situation lah.
I believe there was a
Win-win
plan. You just see his face after the game. I believe there was a plan.
Yeah.
I really believe.
Yeah, he
there
was
a plan.
going too aggressive.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like shouting at the TV. Why are you punching the other player?
87 minutes, he has not got a card. He cari pasal again. He got a card.
Yeah.
Yes, he's literally punching. So why have you not given me a yellow card? So
Yeah,
I
true.
believe
True.
it was intentional. I mean, it's crazy unless you ask him yourself, lah. But as a supporter who knows the upcoming games, it kind of makes sense.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It kind of makes
I mean-
because you could play Bournemouth, you
Yeah.
could be playing totally fair, get a loose like a soft yellow card, and it screws your chances for Chelsea. But you want to play against Chelsea
True.
at home, you know. Bournemouth away, Chelsea at home.
I mean, now you're explaining to me, I kind of see the point.
So it makes sense, right? so it makes sense, isn't it?
But
Yeah,
then
it makes
again,
sense.
the officiating was.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
crap,
that
man.
if they give the card, maybe Bruno
He would have
let
chilled out.
more,
He would have
chill
chilled out.
Ah,
But actually, because of his aggressiveness, he could have gotten a red. So.
Which that's why it baffles the mind because it was such a tight game,
Yeah.
and there was a lot to play for. A lot a lot for Arsenal because you guys are challenging for the title.
Yeah.
And it's a lot for us because we have credentials. We still need to grow. Because people still say last season was a one-hit wonder. So we are establishing our credentials.
That's true.
We are taking big names. We lost to the big teams last season, right? But this season we've technically beaten Arsenal already.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting to collect names. I mean, the loss to City, Liverpool, Arsenal is actually okay. I can deal with it. I can accept it, right? But we have already got points against Arsenal, so it's a good start. So,
But to be fair, yeah, I agree because I would say that comparing last season and this season, your tactic against Arsenal have changed.
I remember last season when we against Arsenal, Arteta was ranting about other things, which is we are playing very
the shithouses,
and then we are slowing down the game. When we draw, but then when you come to Newcastle, you won, right? But then I remember that. But again, Arteta being Arteta is always a crybaby, so that's what I say.
Nah, that one, I have to disagree there.
Last season, 2 games we overrun.
Yeah.
Because we're not that level. So the shithousing was a way to even up the so-called even up the skill.
Yeah.
To make up for the lack of skill level, we shithouse in order to even up, right? We bully a little bit, like old school Wimbledon 80s and all
Dark
that.
arts.
Just to even up, dark arts, just to even it up, right? But if you notice, by the way, anyone who doesn't follow Newcastle but still talk about the stories from last season, do you know game week 11 we have played in Champions League, League Cup, and 11 weeks. There's 0 shithousing. Okay, if you we have watched every game. I have watched every single game, even the 4:15 a.m. games. I woke up, watch the game, and go to work. Okay, I watched every single game. I can tell you there is 0 shithousing. There are some games against like West Ham. I'm like, why is there no shithousing when we're up 2-1? Right? We're up 2-1 against Wolves, and Wolves is controlling the game. Why is there no shithousing? Because you know why? We are sacrificing shithousing for proper attacking pressing play, which is a growth. And this is the Newcastle growth. So anyone who can study and see this growth should be afraid of Newcastle. Yeah. And I'm just being objective because this is the fear. It's not just a one-hit wonder. It's an actual growth.
I agree.
Last season, games that they can't win, they drew. That's why we drew 14 games.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's good because we didn't lose games. We lost 3 games, right?
Yeah.
We had one of the best defensive records, but we drew too many games. This season, Howe is not doing this because why? He's chasing the wins. So drawing against West Ham and Wolves is okay. It's 1-for-1 is same. But beating Crystal Palace 4-0 is brilliant because it's different. From 2 points, 1-1 last season, now we already have 3 points in one game. Right? So it's this how it's how we're evolving. And if people are still talking about shithousing, you have not been following the games because we do 0 shithousing. In fact, other teams are shithousing us.
Yeah.
Arsenal was slowing down the game towards the end.
Yeah.
They were slowing down the game. I don't know why. It's like they were chasing the goal, but they were actually slowing down the game. So I didn't get it.
I'll say it's also because of we lost that battle against you. We didn't have a proper CM in there.
The Odegaard factor.
Yeah, Odegaard factor was gone. There was no
clear-cut chances lah. There's no proper playmaker lah.
Yeah, the playmaker who will give us the final edge.
Also, Tino held back Martinelli quite on the left.
I have to agree.
Because you kept attacking on the left, right?
Yep.
And Tino actually did his job.
And
even Saka was quiet.
He even frustrated Martinelli. He even frustrated Martinelli in the game.
So that's why I say
Martinelli
blessing
only
disguise
got
when
past
Burn was injured.
But even then, they could because once again, how many balls they sending? It kept bouncing off our players.
Yeah.
So I'm very surprised. There was easily 8, 9, 10 shots which actually were deflected from our players.
Yeah.
That's a large number. It's like every kick they went in, the ball hit our player, went out.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a bit strange. So I've never seen so many.
The Eddie Howe decision that surprised me the most was him taking out Callum Wilson, the only striker, and then putting Anthony Gordon up front with Willock. I was like, what is this guy doing? And it paid off.
Yeah.
He's got the goal.
It's exactly because remember I told you, Gordon, Richie, pressing.
Yeah.
Right? So Richie doesn't have to run down too much. So let Richie press because Richie can still have a fair bit of run on the wings. Let him disturb them.
See, before when I saw Matt Ritchie coming in, I was worried a bit because I've been watching Matt Ritchie since he was in Bournemouth. So I've been following him a long time. I was like, this guy coming in at this late stage.
I don't think you should fear him like that because as a player individually, he's old.
He came on for Murphy, right?
Yeah. But like myself, because I follow
He
anyhow.
actually sometimes he get very good left
Yeah.
crosses,
And
the
why
long,
I was
the long
worried-
balls.
Yeah, and why I was worried because Arsenal towards finishing the game, no matter if you're old or young, that guy will look like as though he's young against Arsenal's defense because Arsenal will be very scrappy towards the end, and then especially when we are struggling for a goal, we will try and attack more.
Overload.
Yeah, I was thinking, is this guy gonna give them another something? But I would say.
Okay, don't be fret. You got still around 27 matches to go.
I got we got Dom's perspective. I wanna ask Mike also. What do you think of the goal? Like, you think it should stand?
If
Or-
you ask me, the ref decision was goal, and the VAR, everybody says that if there's no conclusion or inconclusive to show that there is a foul, whatever it is.
No, don't hide behind the referee.
That's right.
Don't hide behind
Your
the referee. Your
own
own
personal
opinion.
No,
in
if
your
you
heart,
ask me-
in your heart, look deep in your heart.
If you ask me,
Cakap
all the three, maybe the orang kata the push lah. But then the way that Gabriel jatuh is like
Too soft.
Macam berlakon untuk jatuh
Yes.
senang
Okay
sangat.
lah, but okay, whether dia berlakon ke tidak kan, but the guy bertangan dah ada.
Because you are moving front.
Yes.
You dah move, bila nak tanduk you, cuba you buat sekarang. You lompat, you buka ke arah depan. Adakah tangan you kat belakang? No. You akan tak tangan you
The
kat
thing
depan.
is,
I know, but
both
that-
hands are on the player.
Asyik saya nak cakap Premier League lah. Kalau kita main bola petang-petang social dengan referee social pun, I pergi buat macam ni dengan satu player pun referee tak ada nanti tu dah tiup lah. But why is it Premier
Because
League?
boss tengah naik. That's what I said. It's a natural for people. Kalau orang kat depan, dia akan jaga. That's what I said. This is Dermot Gallagher cakap, there's some ref who give it, there's some ref who didn't give it.
Yes.
He said that.
So,
But if he ask him, he kata, I will say it's a foul. But then he literally said that it's inconclusive because ada ref yang takkan bagi tu as foul.
Betul.
So when there is an inconclusive, meaning that they have to follow the ref decision. That's what I say. Itu je. And then one thing that everybody is agree about VR, the inconclusive of the everybody yang dapat. Semua kena Newcastle pernah kena.
Betul.
Liverpool pernah kena.
Liverpool kena banyak.
Arsenal pernah kena. So everybody pernah kena. So
Betul.
itu yang confirmnya yang orang kata everybody got each of dia punya share lah. So
Because it's a hybrid system.
we write our own luck lah, my friend.
No, there's good and bad games.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of games last season we're supposed to get penalties, but we didn't.
Yeah.
There was pools on us.
And the goal also,
Yeah.
they said that we pushed the
The Mitchell pushed the Crystal Palace. That's why we beat Crystal
Direct
Palace 4-0. I'm so happy because I've been bitter ever since.
because Tyrese Mitchell pushed
Mitchell pushed Willock, and then Willock fell on the keeper. They said Willock foul the keeper. That was the silliest thing in the world, right? So when we beat them 4-0, I'm happy because for me it's like
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Newcastle fan, I'll take the win lah kan.
I mean like betul lah, like Arteta, he few months ago when Liverpool
I've been trolling
okay,
Arsenal.
for a manager to
I've been
run.
trolling Arsenal on that as well.
Manager to run,
He said,
maybe
oh,
I said, no,
run
they're humans. They make mistakes and all.
Yeah, because I understand Arteta want to run because firstly he also want to cover lah. Dom said nak cover dia punya because only one shot on target. But then the problem is that when the club also come out and say yes,
that was
behind,
a bit,
there was a bit.
But actually,
Too much,
to be fair,
Is that a bit cringy?
no,
But
but
not
to be
really,
fair, I kind of support that. You know why? No matter how the look is right now, but this will certainly put pressure more onto VAR rather than VAR will be just like okay, it's just the manager's ranting. But right now, if the club Liverpool already did it, Arsenal already did it, this will put. No matter what
I
the impact,
disagree with that because he can go fall into they bring this game into disreputed something like that. So if you ask me what happened in the field, managers and players can whatever they say because if we don't want to have everybody so complaining now Arsenal next week Man City.
Yeah, because but if everyone's complaining, meaning there's something wrong lah.
No, I mean for me it's simple lah.
People make mistakes.
No,
Go back to
for me,
Arteta.
it's just
Early of this season.
it's just a lack of
Early
transparency.
season, October.
Betul.
Last season.
But the thing lah.
Last month.
For me, it's just a lack of transparency because until we don't hear the audio, the fans don't hear what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Until then, it's going to be this.
Yeah, I'm kind of
dispute.
keen on the audio. You're right.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was hoping to get the audio.
You see, like the Liverpool game, like a week later they released the audio finally.
Because after pressure,
Yeah.
At least
no
you
pressure, they'll be complacent.
At least you will have some
No, but that's why I said
justification.
Liverpool game that against Spurs. It was a miscommunication. They thought ref
Yeah, I
said
think
it's a
it was
goal.
miscom. It was
But
miscom.
actually the ref said it's offside. They thought the ref say go and they said please go ahead and then suddenly baru dia cakap it was
But
offside.
the moment the play restarted, then they are screwed.
That's
Yeah,
But
good.
the thing is that this thing keeps on happening. But where's the accountability by?
I hear you on that. But just I agree because
This
like
I think this is part and parcel of improvement.
If we on the other hand of the bad decision will complain as well. I
Of
get
course,
it.
of
I get
course.
it. But I just want to a word of caution because overall it's a game, right? The problem is I think the referees, the PGMOL knows this. We have to be cautious. They have to be cautious about letting bad decisions or mistakes. Let's call it a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Mistakes to over influence the because see, it's a dangerous precedence if we let angry clubs and managers dictate how the PGMOL works. It's a very fine line. It's a very fine line because if we set that precedence, everyone will call for it.
True.
And they will. So the truth is, even without VAR, there's going to be referees and linesmen making mistakes.
True.
Right? And they're going to be shouted at, they're going to be cursed at by the players, right? But
And also fans.
But won't that make PGMO buck up because of pressure?
no, but see, as much as they buck up, mistakes will be mistakes. So even if they make changes and the only way to properly improve that is to use the proper like some like goal line technology and all that, some satellite or whatever.
Actually, for offside, they did try in the World Cup, but
Yeah.
they really didn't take it.
Of course, because they want that.
It's
league.
expensive. Right? But
But
that's what
the
I'm
league
saying.
has the money for it. Right?
No, I hear you. But all I'm saying is that I understand when people are angry with bad decisions because everyone we get angry. We're furious at bad decisions as well. But the problem is there is a scary precedence if we let angry players, managers, not even fans, players, managers, clubs to somehow dictate or influence how the PGMOL works because there is no end to this. It's a very
But what do you mean
very-
by dictate? I mean,
because like I said, like, if it's a bad decision, they made a mistake, right?
Mm.
And then the victim of this bad decision somehow because of their anger, their righteous anger, force PGML to make small adjustments, claiming that this is for the betterment of the game. But if every club who has had a victim of some degree of varying degrees of mistake, right? Then if everyone influences PGML just a little bit here, a little bit there, eventually PGML will lose the independence. So the thing which people
Maybe
want
it's about time they lose independence.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is that it's a fine line, and I'm not saying I'm not even saying that it's not being influenced. It could be well influenced now, which we've been complaining for a long time, right? It's really refs are bought off. We've been complaining about that for a long time. Maybe it's already bought off. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they're supposed to be independent, for angry clubs who are the victims of so-called bad decisions, influencing PGML would be dangerous in the long run because it's going to affect the whole league, and it's not going to affect this game. It's going to affect every other game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I just ask for two things lah. One is consistency because 1 week this is a foul, the next week the same thing
You're
is
right.
not foul.
You're right. That is a fair ask. That's a fair ask. You're asking for give me proper guidelines.
Yes.
Give me proper guidelines.
1 week is a handball, next week is not handball.
Give me proper guidelines. Like Anthony Gordon, the one where he was on the floor like this, the ball hit his hand, but it wasn't counted as a handball because there were rules about how attackers versus defenders, which is fair. It was a very clear guideline because it was natural position. They had some clear rules, so some of the rules are good, but not all the rules are clear.
Like the Man United game where McTominay's goal got scrapped off.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in the City game
I
where
hear you.
Haaland was interfering with play.
I hear you. Yeah. So inconsistencies will make all the fans angry. I agree. Yeah.
The number two thing I ask is just for transparency to listen to the audio.
Yeah.
Because if I'm listening to the audio and there's a proper justification, are we okay with it? Honestly.
So that's fair. To demand justification, to demand consistency, that's fair. But a bit more than that, I feel it's a dangerous precedence.
Yeah, but I would say that they should have accountability.
Right now,
If someone has no accountability or something has no accountability, they will keep on doing the same thing.
but right now they're already showing you accountability, whether it's real or not. They're already showing you accountability. They're demoting referees. They're shitting.
okay.
No, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
So it's not the first time too. So they're already showing you accountability. But if you're an angry fan, is that enough accountability?
No.
It
But why,
doesn't feel
why
like it.
don't you get this in other sports? You see, rugby, they have this technology as well, but you don't see any protests, any bad decisions. Even in badminton, for example, they have the line technology, Hawkeye, but you don't get any bad decisions.
I'll say that's maybe the complexity. But to be fair, I'll say Premier League wants this. This is my own conspiracy theory. Is where Premier League wants this
System.
inconclusiveness
For the wow factor.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Because if everything is so systematic, everything is fine and dandy.
League nail body.
Yeah,
You're right.
they want this discussion.
Yeah,
they
gotta
want
agree, gotta agree.
PGMO
No,
to
you're
release the
100%
audio. They want that.
You are 100% right.
Yeah.
The VAR is the English FA's baby. Okay?
Yeah.
They want it because it's their thing.
Yeah.
Even if Saudi came up with a great system, right? A great system, I
Exactly.
give it to you super cheap. They won't take it because it's not
Exactly.
their system.
Exactly.
You see, VAR in Champions League is different. It's the automated system.
Yeah.
You don't get controversy that much
Yeah. So
compared to
you're right. You're 100% right. Because this is the English FA,
Yeah.
so the English FA calls the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
So ultimately, they'll do what is beneficial for them. Lah.
So do you guys say it's a deserved win?
No, actually, to tell the truth, a draw is a deserved result. But then
Sure.
we take a win.
Yeah, lah. Of course.
Yeah, I still maintain. I think we were good for the draw. The win was a bit lucky, but in football,
take it,
it will take it happily. I've said before, we're going to have a slump soon. The 3-point buffer is really welcome.
Yeah. And you guys have not conceded at home since August. That's a really amazing fact.
Yeah, actually,
The last
because
one against Liverpool, the one that
because-
by Darwin.
Pope's
Yes.
clean sheet first is good, then it's not so good. So yeah, Pope got work with clean sheet. As much as we're cheering for win, I'm still cheering for clean sheets again. Because we got to do better, right?
True.
Anyway,
Okay, who was your standout performer or standout performer of the week? Team, player,
we got
manager?
one. By a mile, we got one
Oh.
player. Same player, like he said himself.
Siapa?
Like Jamal Lasas.
Ah.
For someone who's supposedly like out in the cold, has no use because we got young players like Cher, we got not young and Cher, but we got Botman, we got Cher, such a solid back four. He comes in to deputise for an injured Botman and he just smashes it.
If
Left, right,
if
centre.
you ask me, it's Jeremy Doku lah. 4 assists and 1 goal. He was the player of the week.
Oh,
But it's against Bournemouth though.
But then it's still four assists and 1 goal.
I didn't know Newcastle, so I said Jamal Lasas. Yeah.
And Lascelles is not in first choice, right?
No, that's why it's not. He's
Dortmund
literally
was
out
the
the
first
goal.
choice, but then he got injured, and then
Yeah.
that's why.
So it's not like you put on like a prime Ronaldo and he performs well, so he's the man of the match. No, it's literally a guy who's supposed to be thrown away. It's a guy that everyone hated. No one wanted to see him because we were terrified of him. Under Bruce, all the mistakes we were terrified. Lascelles came on, I was like, oh my god, it's gone, right? So we're actually terrified of him, but today we are proud of him. So it's
Even at 3.9,
Yeah.
have to change the formula now.
yeah.
So
FPL.
Lascelles and Doku confirm.
But for me, it's Doku lah.
I'd say for me, I'd say Luis Diaz because
He scored goal and when the father was kidnapped. Yeah.
and not only he scored a goal, the goal was the most crucial goal for Liverpool. 95th minute.
Was it at Kenilworth Road?
Yes,
I was at Luton.
I thought they were renting another
No,
pitch because Kenilworth Road.
renovated.
I would love to see Kenilworth Road now lah. How does it look like now?
They renovated. It's just
That looks.
Actually, you go like visit your kawan rumah, and then you open the window and the game is.
betul, you can see like houses kat belakang.
You want to masuk the front stand you go through people's house.
Nampak dapur,
Good morning,
orang
good
tengah masak.
Kalau orang maki pun dengar.
Boleh.
But I'll say Luis Diaz because bayangkan not only bapak dia kena kidnap, and then
That's crazy, man.
and then
You still play.
he came on. I think he's played because he got confirmation that the kata was gonna release. No, sorry, the rebels were gonna release his father.
Gila.
Then bayangkan just days after that main at the goal, the equalizer for Liverpool lagi.
That was a good jump.
Yeah,
that was
it
a
was
very
high.
good jump.
High jump.
Very good jump.
Yeah.
I saw the shot.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
For me, standout is Luton lah. To get a point, almost won. I was cheering on for them lah.
I thought Liverpool
Sayang.
was gonna lose.
to do a giant kill.
You know, when we lost to when we lost to Newcastle, I was thinking Arsenal automatic will be number 4 because Liverpool is gonna win. Liverpool saved us.
Yeah, we are still in the title race lah kita.
Draws for Luton, losses to Villa, draws for Luton.
But do you know that if
So-
you won against Newcastle, you go.
Jelah. What to look?
Jangan ingatkan. Jangan ingatkan.
Saja. It is what it is lah. Who's your mangkuk of the week?
I think the ref as the
Wow.
ref at Arsenal and Newcastle. I think this is the mangkuk of the week.
Fair man.
Okay lah, honest man. Bro?
You can put Darwin Núñez. That means of the season.
Yeah,
You can put there also maybe.
No, I don't care about Nunes actually. No, but I'm not. I think Arteta should keep it in his pants.
Oh.
I really do. Because, no. I understand you're angry. Okay, but that degree of emotion, okay, is you want to be a world beater. I don't think that emotion has any place. You look at all the top coaches. You don't have to be happy. I'm not saying Arsenal fans, players or coach should be happy with the decision. No one will be happy. You lost, the goal was 50-50 or even less, right? So you lost because something you felt it was wrong. You're not happy, it's cool. Right? But to get that degree of level of emotion, I feel is very unnecessary. I've seen Pep lose. Pep lost to Newcastle. You see his at the League Cup, right? And he was like, chill. It's like,
I mean, he didn't get that undone by a dodgy decision.
What I'm saying is that he didn't care because he knows, because he's clear. He had some bad runs, and I think I forgot the sequence, but he lost to Newcastle. You know that
Before
sequence?
that, Wolves.
Before Wolves and then Newcastle. I
That
think
Korean
then
guy.
the next goal, next game, that Chinese guy,
That Korean guy.
Asian. I think it's Asian.
Korean.
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 But anyways, then they had a bad run, right? So everyone was like, "Hey, you know what's going on with City?" Pep was cool because he said, this is how it is, right? So I feel that it just shows that I think Arteta, because I got respect for Arteta, I think he should have
I agree with that
done
because
better.
Arteta is he's known to be a sore loser. Where
Crybaby lah bos. Nak cakap.
No, I mean, look, like I said, I'm not going to call names on anyone, but I felt that he should have handled himself a bit better. But since you're talking about football, because the biggest manko is actually outside of football, because the racist Arsenal fans,
Oh,
that was
we
uncalled for. That was the biggest manko.
But that's the thing. The thing is the racist the racist fans is everywhere in England.
But I don't understand because South London is cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
There's probably more
Like, it's-
non-whites than whites.
They're like cockroaches. It's
so what,
everywhere.
it's like you're insulting each other.
Yeah.
You're literally insulting
It's
each other.
like when Saka missed the Euro.
They abuse Saka.
Yeah.
So I mean the abuse on Willock is ridiculous. I mean,
And
but-
to be fair, Willock was our Arsenal man.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve the abuse.
and he did nothing disrespectful.
Yeah.
He played a decent,
Yeah.
played a pretty good game, right? Did his best. I felt it was a good match.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that call for the goal, then I think it would have been more friendly. But like I said, I think that I put it this way, if I really have respect for Arteta and what he's done so far. But if he handled himself a bit better, I would have maintained the respect. But he handled himself like, come on, man, what are you crying about?
Yeah.
Is this the first time you got a bad decision against you?
But
Because
then to be
we had
fair, Klopp did the same thing and he didn't get
Klopp
that.
does it all the time.
Yeah.
Klopp, a lot of us have lost respect for Klopp because of that. I'm not saying he's not good. He's a brilliant
true,
guy. He's a world beater. But his attitude of late is becoming horrid. Right? He's quieted down since but so I don't want Arteta to do the same.
I would say why we don't see this from Pep because Pep hasn't really felt the pressure that
I've never seen VAR screw up City though. I have not.
If VAR is in their
I
pockets.
don't know. I've not seen it lah.
I mean, I hear you, and you have a valid point. So yeah, maybe Pep needs to be pushed.
Yeah.
But I presume because even if you've seen a Mourinho rant,
Yeah.
his rant's actually very articulate.
Yeah.
When Mourinho is angry, he's actually it's quite entertaining to watch. But Arteta's rant the last game
I was just
seems
crying.
like a tantrum.
Like he was just
It
crying.
was a tantrum.
Yeah.
I've been here 20 years. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Right? So he's become a meme.
But
Because
to be fair, I didn't expect that from him because he has been consistent in his press conferences.
No, I actually expected.
No, I didn't really expect that he was gonna go that route.
Oh,
He was
because
gonna
man,
criticize.
the stakes is too high, man. To be in a
No.
title race and to get
yeah,
undone
I
by
think
VAR
because he
decision.
was still holding grudges to what happened last season
Last
And
season, they forgot
Yeah.
to draw the line.
because of our Brentford game.
And
No,
that cost
game,
us
the league.
one of the factors that cost us the
Okay,
title.
So
lah.
that's why he was holding grudges dah lama dah, I think. That's why he was
Okay.
like,
no, once again, I hear you. Lah.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're bored, right, go to YouTube. Just look at one of Mourinho's rants. Mourinho is so articulate. His rants are beautiful.
If I
it's
say
like a song.
something, I'll be in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble.
yeah.
But anyways, yeah. But like I said, I felt he could handle himself a bit
True.
better.
I agree.
Fun?
Apa dia?
Mangkuk.
Oh, Mangkuk. Mangkuk, I'll say, honestly, Darwin, bro. I'll say. It's just, terlampau for me lah. Is the word of the day for Darwin is just leka.
Yeah, it's
And
been-
you got a teammate yang, how to say, having such family issues where coming in, playing properly, and you are playing there for 90 minutes and not doing anything.
against Luton.
And the worst part
Yes,
is,
Luton, yeah.
the Luton's goal, if I'm not wrong, correct me or not, Luton's goal came from Van Dijk when he did terkena dia that allowed Luton to counter attack.
I look at it because I saw the counter attack, but I didn't see what happened before.
The counter was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
header
very-
by Van
very
Dijk
well done.
kena
Such well
Darwin,
executed
tak silap.
counter.
Then from there Luton dapat counter. He
Now they
undone
mention-
himself.
I'll go look at it again later.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Darwin Nunes,
Yeah. It's just lousy. But nevertheless next week he'll perform again.
For me, it's again lah. We are disaster class lah. I mean, I'm not pissed with Newcastle. Newcastle has nothing to do with this.
Betul.
For me, it's just the poor officiating.
Yeah, it's a call. It's a
Yeah.
call. You can't blame either of the sides.
Yeah.
But it's just the calls were weird and
Yeah,
strange.
I mean, from Kai Havertz with tackle, that was a bad call.
Should be a bit.
Bruno Guimarães hitting people like that. No tomorrow. MMA. Even Mark Lettenberg, he World Cup final referee. Even he said, out of all the decisions, the one that's closest for the goal to be disallowed is the push. The other two not conclusive, like what you guys mentioned lah. There's not enough proof.
No, I don't disagree.
And the Bruno one, he should have gotten at least a yellow.
The first two VAR checks, I agree with them, right? I will fight anyone about the first the out of bounds and the offside. I will fight anyone for that. But the push, I admit, is a bit iffy because you can say that Gabriel is it? Gabriel, you could say he fell easily, but that's how you draw fouls.
Yeah.
Because you watch a classic out and out striker. No, Wilson, he protects balls. He's very strong. He protects balls really well.
Yeah.
He'll get the ball just before, just past the halfway line. Okay, but he's got people behind him. He protects the ball. He pulls. He draws the foul. Right. He protects the ball just for defender to foul him. Right. Soft foul, but still a valid foul. That's what strikers like Shearer and all that old school strikers do. So I understand drawing fouls. So I understand Martinelli fell. So, but it looks like a push. So I'm surprised the referee didn't give it.
Again, it's the justification. There's no proper justification on why. So
No accountability.
No, exactly. No, with the stakes so high.
Yeah.
You can't be
because
repeating
at
this.
the end of the day, right, what happened to the referee who got it wrong? The miscommunication during the Liverpool game.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah, not him. But I think the other guy was demoted to the championship.
But the guy.
But maybe it's just for 1 week. I think.
Probably, yeah. Could
You
be
come
just
back
one week.
later. You see later his name coming back again.
Then suddenly you come back to the VR room.
Yeah,
then suddenly you come
yeah,
back to
yeah.
the pitch.
There was one, I think, who was the botak guy?
Can't recall.
The famous one. What's the guy's name?
The guy that Chelsea hates.
Or Mason what? Something.
What's that name?
No,
Lee
no,
Mason, no? Lee Mason, no.
no, it's Chelsea's.
Lee Mason was the one that didn't draw the line for
There's
the
one referee went on
game.
to podcast and said sometimes as a VAR.
Howard Webb.
Howard is
That's the one to protect his own game.
Howard Webb, yeah.
Howard Webb.
sometimes VAR does this to protect their own referee so that they know like the backlash is gonna be too much, so they just purposely allow this to happen.
Sadly,
And he's the head of PGMOL.
Yeah.
sadly, I think it's possible.
And yet one of the worst officiating history, World Cup final kan. Nigel Dion 4 red card tak red card.
Kung Fu tackle.
It is what
Fun
it is.
time.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Okay lah, dah puas bincang pasal last week. Sekarang kita look forward lah.
On to the future.
Look forward. So we start next week. Spurs playing Wolves at Wolves. What do you guys think?
I go for Spurs lah. I think Spurs is solid lah.
Yeah.
I hope Wolves hold up lah.
I think Spurs win because I think Neto also injured, right?
Oh yeah, Neto's injured.
Yeah, we needed Neto to be injured, but And we didn't.
Thank God Neto was injured last week. Last weekend.
Neto was causing us a lot of trouble.
He might win it at the end. But then nothing Spurs.
But objectively, we want to see Spurs
Drop.
not do well. We need them to drop points.
That's right.
Draw is fine.
Yeah,
The draw is fine. They don't have to. They can be unbeaten. I don't care about beaten, unbeaten, because by now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the points that matter.
True.
So they draw, I'm happy. So I would like to see Spurs get a
Drop points lah.
get a kick on the chin. So I want to see how it goes.
Bro,
I think Spurs are gonna win it lah.
Spurs
Because
win.
this is, although it's a away game, but then
Yeah, I'll probably support them.
unless
Fantasy.
midweek games or whatever, they have a injury of
maybe Champions League. There's Champions League.
Don't tak ada.
Spurs tak main.
Spurs tak ada lah.
Tolong,
Spurs is not there.
That's
Spurs,
right.
Spurs was 11th.
they have a match against Chelsea. Who knows? Maybe they pull hamstring
Yeah,
or Son
Son.
or James Madison. So
Let's see
who
how
knows?
Let's
If
see.
not, I think they will just trim all Wolves lah.
Let's see how it goes.
I say Wolves menang.
Who's menang?
Tu dengki tu pasal you
Tak,
Arsenal.
bukan. Last week I predict Spurs menang. This week I think kalah. Wait, Wolves.
Arsenal Burnley.
Arsenal beli. Question.
And Setiap hat-trick.
Hat-trick.
Hold on. Burnley is going to play for a draw.
Yeah.
Burnley is tough.
True.
Burnley is very physical.
True.
If they park the bus,
They caused United a lot of problems though.
if they park the bus,
Who
and
hasn't
then
caused
they're
United
physical-
anymore?
Because I feel that Arsenal is a bit soft. They're not as hard as they could be. So I feel that Burnley is damn hard. Because we played against them. I think they had a match viewing at my house. Because everywhere they weren't
2-0,
showing live.
2-0. We wanted 2-0.
Yeah, so-
But I think if Arsenal want to be there and thereabout, they have to win this time.
But this
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
like the Burnley of Sean Dyche memang main pukul physical. This is like more,
No, but they're tough. They're tough. They're very tough. They're really tough.
The company is I think upcoming manager.
Yeah.
I think is good. But then again, I think Arsenal should win this.
Yeah.
If you want to be
Arsenal has to win
Has
this.
to win, yeah.
Honestly,
You have to win it. It's a must win.
I'll say Arsenal win, but win big. Because why? I'd say usually when Arsenal under Arteta, usually if you lose a game, you'll bounce back the next game very hard.
Actually, macam kita. Because we were on a losing streak, right? And Burnley was a must win at that time. The 2-0.
Yeah.
No, we won first at Brentford. 1-0.
Yes.
Scrappy win.
I mean,
Then
it shows proof what, when we drew against Chelsea. Then next game, how?
Well, objectively, it's a must win for Arsenal.
True.
But I think if I were Burnley, I'll play a dirty game.
True.
but there's a high chance Arteta won't be there lah because he's going to get banned. That's what people are saying.
Albert's still there.
Hmm.
He's okay.
Tak ada hal.
No lah, it's fine lah. I don't think he'll be there.
Man United Luton at Old Trafford.
Oh,
Susah, eh?
Susah.
Okay, not susah as Jaga actually, because a lot of people are hoping that Luton will build on their thing. I think if United don't get the house in order, I think Luton will give them. But it's at Old Trafford, so
No,
that
I think
works
it's
for them.
Old Trafford, and then Man U has just got his win. Again, sometimes we need scrappy wins to
Yeah, yeah,
start
yeah.
ball rolling.
Yeah.
So I think at Old Trafford, Man U will
Yeah.
win it convincingly.
But Old Trafford seems to be a cursed ground though for them currently.
Okay, wait. Okay, stop. I mean, I think people should stop saying that. I think we had some good wins and some good results there, but home is home.
True.
Home is always home, right?
No, I mean for United specifically, I mean they've lost to Palace at home, they lost to Newcastle at home. Even at Copenhagen, they're struggling to win.
Once again, there's plenty to say about that, but like I said, it's
I think due to this last weekend week in Fulham, I think they will win it.
as Newcastle people, we believe in home.
Live in
We
home.
believe in home games because home games will always be tough. They'll never be. We'll never take a home game for
True.
granted.
Then lagi-lagi the capacity for Luton to
It makes a
challenge
big
at Old
difference.
Trafford. This is going to be their first time, kan?
Yes.
After a long time,
Lagi semangat.
Yeah, But then-
Semangat, could be intimidated, so.
but like I said lah, Luton got nothing. They got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, yeah.
True.
I think they should play like they have nothing to lose. If I were them, I'd play like I got nothing to lose because people are expecting us to go down. We already got look at our results, right? We are probably going down. Just play our hearts out. Do the best we can.
Okay, so far.
I see, United win. United win, confirm.
No, objectively, probably United will win.
Yeah.
But don't let
There's-
them off lah.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
X Factor lah.
If they got 1 point there, we'll be happy on the table.
Oh yeah.
You go win 2 points below us, right?
Yeah, I say United win also lah. But menang tipis lah.
Nanti pace again.
Menang tipis. They have had a convincing win all season.
If they win 3-0.
That's actually convincing. 3-0.
No, they'll win. If they win 3-0. If they score early, Luton will be demolished because Luton can't. They don't have the experience to climb back. But if they hold, they may get away with a 1-0. I don't think more than that lah.
I'm looking at it as a 1-0 also. I don't think it will be a high scoring game.
But I think if MU score early, Luton will be destroyed because they don't have the experience. Because over the years, right, we see teams with experience how they fight back.
Yeah.
Luton doesn't have this. MU has lost this mentality for a while now. But you look at City. City are 3-0 down against us. They're not scared. Last season, the way they play, 3-0 down, no fear. They play exactly that game, and it's so impressive to watch them play. Liverpool 2-1, they were actually quite flustered lah. But I mean, Nunez got those goals. But you watch City and they fight back. So that's why I've been telling the guys every time we have a game where we're down and we fight back, I'm very proud because you haven't seen this in a while.
That's the mentality of the team.
Yeah. So then we have to see lah whether Luton has it.
If Luton has it, bagus lah.
Oh wow.
If Luton has it, I tell you, all the MU fans will really cry.
Masuk gua.
It's really cry because it'll be tough. It'll be a tough take lah.
Sure.
Liverpool, Brentford at Anfield.
Anfield.
Liverpool lah saya.
Liverpool.
I go for draw. I'm a fan of Thomas.
Thomas
Really?
Yeah, I think it's solid. I think he could do better, but once again, don't know. 50-50. If you go to another club, will he do better? I don't know.
Sure.
But he's doing well with what he has.
Yeah, he's built Brentford.
And Brentford has a solid home record. They're solid. Going to Brentford is not wouldn't be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
But then now you go Anfield, so see how.
I'll say Liverpool win as well.
Yeah, Liverpool win.
Right? Liverpool. Okay. Fixture of the week lah. Chelsea City at Stamford Bridge.
Is that really a...
Question is not a question. I think Man City will steamroll Chelsea.
Yes, I think it will be a steamroll. Because this is... Sorry, I just an opinion lah. I'm not an expert, right? Chelsea will try to play an open game because of Pochettino. But Pep himself knows. Like, his warning how he couldn't play an open game against Newcastle. He had to shut us down specifically in order to overrun us. I believe Chelsea will play an open game because Pochettino is confident. They have the players, so-called, they have the names.
They do have the names.
Yeah. But they don't have the team. So they play an open game against City. City will demolish them.
But to be fair, they weren't open against us though.
Yeah, I'd say.
They were quite compact.
Yeah, I would say that's the thing about Chelsea. They don't have the character yet to go on and winning it. But I'll say the closest they can get is a draw. I think it's a draw.
No, but playing against Arsenal is different because Arsenal is technical, like German type of technical.
But it's more or less the same style of play. I mean, Arteta's copying Pep in that sense, right?
I don't think so because against Newcastle, they were very technical. Like German degree technicality, I was impressed by the ball movement, right? Because like Pep, I mean, how is playing that kind of fast attacking like what Pep is doing? Because Pep has got the wingers, he's got the overlapping people, he's got the speed. But what Arsenal was doing against Newcastle was very technical. It was so impressive with the ball movement. They got like almost 200 more passes than Newcastle, right? And they got better possession. It's because of that passing, it's that build-up. They were looking for the build-up. Very technical, very German football. But Chelsea, if you look at Chelsea's build-up, they are made for the kind of attacking, the 4-3-3 kind of attacking, the free-flowing attacking, but they don't have the strategy. So they only have Pochettino. So I feel that if they go all out, trying to beat City, trying to prove a point, get a feather in their cap, I think City is going to destroy them.
True.
If they play too defensive, then it's like wasting the billions spent on players.
But I would say that I think in this specific context, playing in the Stamford Bridge, I would say Pochettino will use his previous experience in the Premier League, and I would say that he'll play defensive against Man City.
I think he has to.
Yeah.
But you're going for City win?
Yeah, have to.
Why?
Of course, City win.
Also because I need Chelsea to stay down. Also because I need Chelsea. We need Chelsea down because we want to secure our top 5, top 6.
Chelsea is your competition. I don't think so lah.
No lah, just in case lah. Liverpool is quite high.
Just in case.
So we need MU, Chelsea to stay down, right? Because we already got enough people up there. Brighton is running out of steam. We need West Ham, we need Villa to run out of steam. And then we need to see what happens to whether Spurs remain as Spurs lah.
I'll say
lah.
in January they will buy this.
Who? Spurs?
Yeah, confirm. They'll add up with their Hurricanes here.
Yeah. So
Dangerous.
I think Postecoglou is dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous.
So see if Postecoglou can break the Spurs.
So the question is that can Ange do a Eddie Howe if their squad has our injury problem.
That's a very good point, though. Because
Ten
I
Hag
would
is
like to see
experiencing
that.
the same
I
thing.
would like to see that.
that's a very good point.
Because all the good coaches must endure a very bad patch of injury.
And he has a
And I think Eddie has done really
so he has a
well.
fresh squad. What?
So that means now in this context we can say Ten Hag hasn't done the Eddie Howe yet. He's having a bad run of injuries and he's struggling.
He's struggling.
Yeah, he has not done a
Yeah.
Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is miles ahead, man.
But
Miles at Ten Hag.
Yeah, honestly.
Get that on camera.
no, no, that's a good question, but I dare not say too much
Okay.
because people will say that I am using Newcastle as my only reference point again. But really, find another team with this much injury. I can give you a list. We can write down the names right now. Who's injured? Who's first team? That got us 4th place last season,
Yeah.
and who's injured now, and who's coming in. The level or the background. Who's coming in? Even Anderson is injured.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? Even Lewis Miley.
yeah.
Who's Louis Miley?
He's
17 years old.
he's a 17, 18-year-old
Wow.
player.
Kau kenal?
Hey,
Okay.
Miley.
Aku tak kenal.
He's arguably he's one of the brightest stars of the under 20s, right? Under 19, is it?
He played when
Yeah.
we beat Man City in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. He came as sub, right? So he's a bloody teenager, right? But he's literally one of the best. People will say that watch you play at that level, he just like bulldozers everyone, and he's one
I mean,
of the
that's
subs.
one of Eddie Howe's specialty. He
Maybe,
gets the
maybe.
best out of you.
But even he's got glandular fever and is recovering. Don't know whether he's coming.
Eddie Howe.
No, I mean,
Miley.
Lewis
Okay.
Miley.
I was thinking about
So our injury list is ridiculous. If you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at our what we are playing with, right? You can't imagine we've beaten MU, we've beaten Arsenal.
yeah.
We have done until now so far. Because the injury didn't happen last week. The problems happened for weeks already.
Yeah.
So we've been struggling that for easily week 5 onwards.
Then you all have Champions League, right?
Yeah, we got Champions League, we have Carabao Cup. Imagine Carabao Cup. I made this joke on Facebook, right? Like 4th round we draw City. Then the third round we draw City. 4th round we draw MU. Then quarterfinals, now we draw Chelsea. So I made a joke, okay? So when we reach the semi-finals,
Liverpool.
okay, we're probably going to go Liverpool. If we beat Liverpool and we go finals, they're probably going to put Real Madrid against us, So it's like, it looks like a conspiracy.
Yeah.
So the joke is because I planned the match viewings, right? So every game I put a little poster and all that. So I keep thinking, this is my first and only poster, like Newcastle against City. Then I find myself doing a second poster. I said, I think MU maybe got the experience, I think we're a bit thin right now. Now I'm going to do a third poster.
Keep doing the posters.
So
The luck.
now, but guess what? I'm not scared of Chelsea. I'm quite happy to go Chelsea. But it'll be nice. I thought we'll hopefully can face Middlesbrough. So at least we can have a derby.
Oh, they're still in the cup.
Yeah, because
They're playing in Port Hill
you want to see
in the quarterfinal.
You want to see the conspiracy? Only 2 non-Premier League teams
Are playing each other.
and they're playing each other.
Quarterfinal.
Port Vale and Middlesbrough, and they're drawn to each other. So
See, FA is corrupted.
It's a draw of luck, come on. Luck of the draw.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still hold true to my conspiracy theories. Yeah.
But City to win.
City. Walau.
You?
I say City.
Surrey. I would say Surrey as well because Chelsea will play compact and
Too compact.
maybe City will get caught up.
Really?
Yeah.
1 billion and they're going to play park the bus? I don't think so.
They will.
Anyways, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, final question and ask our esteemed guests. If you had one competition out of all that's remaining to prioritize the most for Newcastle, what would that be?
Realistically or some dream?
Realistically.
Realistically?
Yeah.
FA Cup.
FA Cup, huh?
If I could choose to win one, I win the FA Cup. Because realistically, winning Champions League, don't have the squad. We can't. There's no way. Winning the league, to press for Champions League and the league, we're going to kill our players.
True.
But practical, league or FA Cup. If I can choose between the two, FA Cup is more prestigious, lah. So yeah, I take the FA Cup. But this is within logic, lah. League is not possible because we are too far behind, and there's too many strong contenders early season. Champions League out of the window. We're just there for fun. We're just there. We're gonna drink beer. We're gonna play games, and we're gonna laugh. We're gonna have fun.
For him lah. How do you mean?
Right?
No, I mean,
If you ask me,
Not to win lah, to like
priority
prioritize
is
lah.
always league I would like us to qualify against
Yes.
next season for UCL.
Yeah.
If there's a bonus win, a League Cup, Carabao Cup, or FA Cup, then there's a bonus as always. Of course, we love to win something. But overall, I rasa kita always target for qualify to.
Yeah.
Champions League.
Because
That's the main.
That's the priority.
Money is the most important thing. We need to build up the coffers. And they have made promotions in Saudi as well because we want to build a fan base. Because we need to build the income.
Yeah.
Then we can challenge financially. Our owners are very practical. Sorry, I talk a lot.
There you have it, folks. Newcastle to finish in the top 4. There you go.